Hi everyone, David here. So thank you for coming back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Unless this is your first time, oh, what a thrill, excitement. I hope this is a good first video for you to watch. I hope you've been reeled in by my clickbait, so yeah, I'm sorry for trapping you, but I hope it's worth it. I'm often making videos about food these days because it seems to be a bit more popular, and so I'm gonna run that into the ground by making as many videos as people want. Yeah, so today I'm going to do something a bit different. Instead of eating the food, I'm going to look at food I've already eaten, which is that more exciting? Probably not. But I've been here for about 7 years, and during that time I've tried a lot of kind of weird and wonderful types of food and kind of weird flavours too. That seems to be a bit of a trend in Japan, having limited edition, unusual, experimental flavours. They're not all winners, I'll tell you that for free. But sometimes it's interesting to try new things, even if they sound terrible. So that's what I'm going to go through today. I'm not talking about like traditional food that I think is weird in Japan, because that's just my opinion and that's kind of a bit rude really. I don't want to judge all this foreign culture because it's interesting. Of course I have tried a few things that are kind of culturally usual, but I haven't really enjoyed, but I'm not going to focus on that today. Just the kind of weird experimental stuff that even Japanese people think is a bit strange. So I hope that's interesting, and definitely that's kind of clickbait topic, isn't it? But well, whatever, you're here, so thanks for watching. I'm going to set up my computer because we have a little slideshow I'm going to talk over, so just give me a moment and I'll be ready in a moment. Okay, see you, bye. Okay, I'm ready to go, so I've sat a bit off center so I can have some space for some pictures. This is going to be a full multimedia experience, so let's take a look. Now, when tourists come to Japan, they get a bit nervous about trying the food. Maybe it's difficult to order in a restaurant, and just, you know, you're just nervous when you're on holiday sometimes. So a lot of people go to McDonald's, of course, and I'll put my hands up, both of them, and say I've done that too. But imagine your surprise if you go to McDonald's during the kind of Halloween season, I think, and you see this black hamburger. This was a interesting Halloween novelty thing. Everything is black on it. I think the bun has a kind of charcoal something added to it to make it black. The cheese is black. I think they add some kind of squid ink to it or something. There's loads of black pepper in it too, because black, and probably they burn the burger, I'm not sure, but it wasn't that great. Yeah, I mean the colour makes it look worse than it actually was. But yeah, there's too much black pepper. I think that's the problem. So actually, I think this might have been from Burger King, but I have got a second one too. Oh, this is McDonald's one. Okay, they've got a kind of squashy, not very black, kind of mushy hamburger too. Yeah, so they do these kind of limited edition things. I haven't seen this for a while though. I think this must have been about 6 or 7 years ago. So maybe when people went to the toilet and had little black poos, then they put off the customers a bit. What else can we do? We have a lot of snack food in Japan too, and popcorn's very popular. Of course it is in England too, but they have a lot of flavours in Japan. That's quite exciting, including corn soup flavoured popcorn. So I'm not sure if there's a big market for corn flavoured popcorn, but here we are. This is the thing that happens. Welcome to Japan. Oh yeah, talk about hamburgers again. This is a blueberry hamburger. I don't know where I bought this actually. I think this might have been in Burger King as well. I don't know why. I don't know why they did this. Blueberry hamburger. Of course it tastes a little bit sweet. Not terrible though. I mean, if you've been to like IKEA or however you're supposed to say it, you can get like the meatballs with the lingonberry jam. So it's that same kind of thing. It's a bit strange, but it was not too bad. But I've never seen that again, so I guess it didn't catch on. And while you're there, you might be able to get some chocolate French fries. 2 kinds of chocolate too. So you get the pack of French fries. This is a McDonald's one, and you can squeeze this little, instead of ketchup and mayonnaise, you can put dark and white chocolate on it. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I know some people who dip their fries in milkshake, so I mean, I guess it takes all sorts, but yeah, chocolate fries. What else do we have? Oh yeah, on the chocolate theme, we have the chocolate yakisoba. Now you can buy kind of instant yakisoba. It's a bit like, not the same as ramen, but you get like the dried noodle pack. Yakisoba doesn't usually have the soup in it though, so it's a bit different to ramen in that way. And of course you can get weird flavour yakisoba too. This is the instant one you make at home with chocolate sauce. Sweet Harmony. This might have been for Valentine's, I think, because people give chocolate at Valentine's. I did take a picture inside. So it's like kind of fishing bait, but yeah, not a winner really. The thing is, it's very oily. That's the problem. You need the oil to get on the yakisoba, but yeah, oil and chocolate I feel a bit kind of gross. Or have you ever seen a chocolate fountain? I've seen how much oil you have to put in them to make the chocolate smooth enough to run in the fountain. And that made me feel a bit kind of a bit gross about it. So yeah, chocolate yakisoba, that wasn't a winner. Oh yeah, this was a bit of a headache. We have different flavours of Fanta here. Grape Fanta is one of my favourites, I really like that. So why not have Grape Fanta flavoured dried ramen snack, which is exactly what this is. So grape soda flavoured dried noodles. It was, yeah, wasn't good. you could smell the Fanta grape from it, but yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't grape, so it's terrible. Okay, let's keep going. Now, if you like the dried yakisoba snack, then so dried ramen snack, you could get it on ice cream. You can get a little pot of is it caramel ice cream, butter caramel ice cream, with some dried ramen bits on top. Because you can just eat that as a snack normally, the dried ramen, baby style ramen. So you can see inside, just tipped on top. I mean, salt and caramel, it's kind of salty noodles with the caramel, it's not a strange combination, I guess, but just the idea. And actually, it didn't really work out very well because it's stored with the ice cream, it loses a bit of its crunch, so it felt a bit kind of damp. It wasn't a very nice experience. But yeah, as with these kind of things, it's better to eat the fresh ones. So I got some fresh, like soft whipped ice cream with some baby ramen dropped on top of it. I think this was in Ise, in Mie Prefecture, so you can try that out if you want, or you can just do it yourself at home if you want. Yeah, it was okay. Crunchy and ice cream was quite nice, you know, in a strange combination. But if that ice cream is not up to your standards, then you can have this. Oh, look how delicious that is. You can have a nice smooth cement flavour. No, actually this is black sesame flavour, which is it's actually one of my favourite ice creams, I think. Sesame's got a nice kind of nutty, I don't know, I'm not a food critic, but I don't know, it's nice. Just try it out. It looks grey and horrible, but it's yeah, black sesame flavoured ice cream. It's good. Thumbs up. If you're still feeling hot, you can try these kind of iced lolly. Gali Gali Kun is a famous iced lolly brand, and they do some famously strange flavours too. This was a omelette flavour, and it even had little omelette pieces inside it in the ice, which was it was an experience. It was quite sweet though, I think. I guess that this is tamagoyaki flavour, so it's not exactly omelette flavour, it's like a Japanese style omelette. They add some dashi in, which is a kind of fish stock. So it's yeah, it has a kind of sweetness to it. So I can kind of see why they put it in an ice cream. No, I can't really actually, but yeah, some of their experiments aren't great. They've done like a spaghetti bolognese one before too, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled for those. This is a famous dessert. This is actually a very normal thing in Japan, so this is not an unusual one. But these are the dessert sandwiches. I can't get used to these, really. So it's just normal sandwich bread, but instead of bacon, lettuce, tomato, whatever, They put cream and custard and strawberries in this case, but they put all kinds of fruit in them. You can even get quite kind of premium ones, so they're quite expensive. But 7-Eleven, you can see them there too. They have different fruits depending on the season too. It's quite nice. Once you get over the weirdness that it's in the sandwich pack, you know, it's something savoury, then yeah, it's not bad. Now, yeah, Family Mart have some kind of strange ideas about desserts, and this is a similar idea about the cake sandwich. This is actually made of cake rather than bread, and they've got the pudding they have here, which is like a creme caramel kind of thing, which is thinly sliced and put inside the cake. Yeah, it was a bit strange. Very sweet, of course. It's cake with a jelly in it, so not bad, but they had to make the pudding quite firm though, so it doesn't just smush. So that makes it not a great combination, but yeah, go to Family Mart if you want to get some unusual desserts. They're pretty good for that. Of course, I've got some drinks too. Oh, you can see my messy table too. This is the pink Pepsi. Pepsi like to experiment a bit. Actually, yeah, Coca-Cola too. But this was a strawberry milkshake flavoured cola. Don't really know where the cola part came in. But yeah, it was very sweet and kind of strawberries and cream, like cream soda taste to it. Yeah, it was interesting for the experience. But yeah, look for the soft drinks. They have all kinds of weird things. So Fanta are pretty good for making limited edition flavours too. So check them out. But maybe not the pink Coke, pink Pepsi, sorry. Or you can just try some yogurt flavoured water instead. Flavoured water is another thing. I haven't really got into that. They have like a yuzu lemon one, which is quite nice. Yuzu is kind of like a lemon lime citrus fruit thing they have in Japan. Yeah, it's good with lemon too. It's a nice smooth flavour. But you can try yogurt flavoured water if you really want. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. But the flavoured water, I don't know, feels a bit artificial to me. So yeah, never mind. Oh, let me just tilt that around. But that's the gari-gari-kun. That's the ice lolly I was talking about. This is the standard one. This is the soda flavour. So it's very sweet and kind of, I don't know, kind of lemonade flavour thing. It's nice. This is the best one. It's very cheap as well, so it's less than 100 yen. I don't know how much it is these days, but yeah, try gari-gari-kun. And if you want to go out and have a few drinks, why don't you just plop it in your chuhai. So chuhai is a Japanese cocktail thing. It's made from shochu, which is, I don't know how to describe it, kind of like a Japanese vodka, I suppose. That's the closest I can think. And you can get it mixed with all sorts of things. You can just have it with ice or soda water if you want, but often you have it with some flavoured syrup. And if you're lucky, you can get a gari-gari chuhai, which is, they just put the ice lolly right in there. So yeah, it's quite nice, a bit messy to drink, very sweet. But the good thing about gari-gari-kun ice cream is that, ice lollies, is that when you get the stick at the end, there's a chance that you might win free gari-gari-kun. So I think it's like a 1 in 100 chance of winning. So please check your stick before you throw it away. Okay. And my last one, I think, was another chuhai, but it was with pickled ginger. Oh, I don't know who thought this was a good idea. So pickled ginger in your vodka. How do you feel about that? It was awful. It was probably the worst type of chuhai I've ever tried. So if you see this, please be very careful, because I can't remember what the name is of it, but it's it wasn't clear that that's what it was when I ordered it. So be wary. Use it. Have a helpful friend explain to you what you're ordering. So yeah, please take care. Okay, well, that's all from me. So I'm going to go back to me and I'll finish off this video. So thanks for watching. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, because yeah, that's what I want you to do. And that's why I wanted to make this video, so you can enjoy every single second. If you did, please press like. Well, please do it anyway, because, you know, I'm a nice person. Please help me out. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you have, then make someone else subscribe. So I'll double my user base overnight. Thank you very much for that. And please put some comments. I know food is an interesting topic, so tell me what was interesting in that slideshow. What do you want to try? What do you think should be never spoken of again? And have you seen any kind of strange Japanese food that you think I should try? I could do it live on screen. Well, not live, but you know, I'll just try it for you, for your amusement. Yeah, okay, so thanks for watching. Take care, wash your hands, wear a mask, look both ways when you cross the road, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Okay, thank you, bye.